Hey, Junkyard fans. We're running out to the farm. It's Sunday, so I'm usually not out there. But a guy from California called. He's looking for a couple parts for a 66 Fairlane. And I have one out in the yard. It's a 4-door, but it might have some of the parts he's looking for. So we're running out there to take a look at that. Again, this is Pete, and I'd appreciate it if you could like my page, subscribe. That'd be awesome. And I'll keep trying to bring you information, little fun outings in the old supercar junkyard. Yeah, so here we are. We're all kind of in the part of the Ford section. Not that there's that many Fords out here left, but there's a few Mustangs and stuff. So we're gonna look at that Fairlane for that guy out in California. First thing I see is we haven't got around to trimming the grass around this side yet. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty thick. It's gonna be some mosquitoes back here. Yeah. One thing that the guy needed was the dash belt, or the bezels for the headlights. So I was looking to see if they're in the car. I think I see one in the back seat over on the other side. I don't know. I don't really want to open this door because there's a radiator leaning against it. Now, whether this part's any good or not, that's questionable. Oh boy, looks like I've stored a bunch of Mustang stuff in here also. It's not the most pleasant smelling in here. I think this is the one he needs, and I see a little ding on it, but it's maybe restorable. I'd definitely try to work with it if I needed one. Unlike Mustangs, of course, there isn't very much for reproduction parts out there for these cars. One other item he needed was the pivot for the Z bar that goes on the frame. So we're going to take a look and see. Boy, I'm going to have to do some trimming to see if I have that. This might have had that. It was a 3-speed manual on the column car, so we'll have to do some clearing away and then take another look. I'll probably have to get back to him tomorrow on that one. So anyway, little view down the row here. Got a Fairlane 500 down there. What's left of a 72 Mach 1 here. And this was a 71 Grande. So yeah, there's some Fords out here. We've got a 70 Mustang Coupe, not much left there. But anyway, till next time, again, please subscribe and like my page, and we'll be back. Talk later. Bye. Hey, Junkyard fans. It's back for round 2. Yesterday I was out here and I had a guy call, and he needs that bell crank mount that's on the frame for his Fairlane. So I'm going to try to get this stuff cleared away around it a little bit with my trusty Aries. And yeah, I know the wind's loud out here. It's windier than a red dust storm on Mars, I think. So anyway, I'm going to get going with this Aries. And then I got a couple branches that are growing up in the engine compartment I got to get out of the way. Hopefully I won't need to get the tow truck out here and lift it up. But I'll be back with you in a second here. See if we can find this guy, this bell crank mount. Should be in here. He's got a pretty rare car. I think it's a 66 Fairlane 2-door with a big block and a 4-speed in it. And he needs this crank that mounts on the frame. Yeah, it looks like it's here behind all this elderberry or whatever we've got growing in here. Yeah, look at that. Well, I'll have to get some tools out and see if we can get this out of here. Yeah, so it's pretty hard to see from up above when I was videoing there, but if you look right here, it's this ball that goes to the bell crank, to the Z-bar, and we got a couple bolts to get it off. And I think he's going to be pretty keyed to find out we've got it. It's a pretty hard to find item. They don't have reproduction parts for these Fairlanes as readily available as like if you were doing a Mustang or maybe a Cougar. Obviously Chevelle, Camaro, they have all this stuff reproduced. But Fairlane, a little bit of an oddball, so yeah, these parts are almost, I'm not going to say invaluable, but when you need it and you can find it, you feel pretty dang lucky. Till next time, like my page, follow me, that'd be great. Thanks. Well, as the junkyard gods would have it, here we are trying to get this off, and the bolts stripped off in the frame. Typical. You have to fight with everything. So I got this handy tool. We're gonna get underneath it since it's loose and get rid of that. One way or another.